Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll get started here in a moment. Thank you so much for taking time out to click on the live. I hope you're doing well wherever you are tuning in from. Feel free to let me know where you're tuning in from. All right, so I think we'll go ahead and get started. Current time is 10:04. Okay, 10:04, October 4th, April 10th. Okay, so excuse me, Aries energy or Libra energy. Hope you're doing well wherever you are, whatever your journey is today. I hope you're doing well with it. I hope you're continuing to stay diligent about your journey, okay? Continuing to cleanse your energy and cut karmic cords that no longer serve your good, okay? That is the journey. That is why you're here, okay? It's not YOLO, okay? It's not you only live once, okay? It's not YOLO. Hello, Angelique. Thank you so much for always being a part of the journey. Thank you for being a super fan. I appreciate you and send love to you and your bloodline. Thank you so much. And same to everyone else. Welcome in investigators, investigative agencies, FBI, CIA, DEA, IRS, Internal Revenue Service, okay? Interpol, okay? Royal Canadian Police, welcome in agencies, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get into it. We're going to pull some zodiac signs first, okay? And we're going to roll the dice, all right? So someone could have rolled the dice, took a chance, but we're going to roll the dice, okay? To see what major zodiac signs will be focusing on today. Divine Air of Vault, most one, three. And thank you so much for tuning in. My name is NehRU. I'm an esoteric guide, Gaia beacon, and a descendant of Yeshua. Okay. Thank you so much as always for tuning in. This is my 10th and final time in the 3D on this planet. Okay. 10th and final time. Okay. So I believe this is Virgo. Let me confirm that. Okay. Again, I don't commit signs to memory because I'm not a tarot reader. Okay. Oh, Pisces. Okay. So we have Pisces out here. Pisces, first zodiac sign. Aquarius. Okay. So next is Aquarius. Okay. Aqua. Aqua. Drink more water. Okay. Drink water. Okay. And Pisces again. Okay. So you, Pisces in your sun sign, north node, moon sign, ascendant sign. Okay. My Pisces zodiac energy is in the ascendant sign. Pisces ascendant, okay? That's where my, yes, that's where my Piscean sign is, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. On top of the stack, we have Scorpio and New House, okay? Scorpio and New House. Again, thank you so much for tuning in to this live. Oh, also in the community tab, before we get going, in the community tab, I asked a question, okay? So we have the, if you could, go over there and show that you would be interested in a live Q&A this weekend, okay? I will not do it unless I have a certain amount of likes. Obviously, it has to be, I have to feel as though it's worth my time, okay? Don't waste your time on things that are not worth your time, okay? All right? So if I get a certain amount of likes on that post, then we will do a live Q&A this weekend, and you can ask me anything, okay, about my journey, your journey, okay? You can ask me anything, okay? A Scorpio, okay, scorpionic energy, new death. Okay, I said new death. I said new death. New death. That means a new resurrection. 31. You could be born on the 31st of the year or a month, 31st of the year. Okay? So Scorpion, house. Okay, death, house. Okay. Closet lesbian energy. Okay. Closet lesbian energy. The names Clayton, Malcolm, Thomas, and Brantley. Thompson, and Brantley. Clayton, Malcolm, Thompson, and Brantley. Okay. Investigators. Okay. Someone could go to a school. Okay. So I'm sure there's a Malcolm X school somewhere. Okay. There might be a Thompson school somewhere, a Clayton. Okay. Clayton, that could be a city, state, or city, town. Okay. And I know of a school called Lake Brantley in Central Florida, Lake Brantley. The majority of my teenage friends, we all worked at a movie theater from like 16 to 20 something. Okay. Any of us, that was the first job. Lake Brantley, many of them went to that school, Lake Brantley, including my brother who passed on 8/4/29 or 8/4/21 at the age of 45 while incarcerated. He went to Lake Brantley High School. Okay, so any of those names out here, investigators. Okay, closet lesbian, scorpionic energy, representing death and new life, and those names. All right, let's go ahead and get into the tarot. Okay, again, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you and all that you do for the channel, all of the shares, and again, to the super fans, thank you so much. Okay. Divine Source, Erebot, I thank you for this day as I enter into Saturday. I enter into the Sabbath. Okay, I enter into your rest. Okay, on this Sabbath day, I enter into your rest. Divine Source and ancestors, archangels, what that active and investigators need to know at this time for their journey and for their cases. Okay, thank you so much. Okay. We have the Six of Cups out here for sharing of information. Okay, sharing of information. Okay, could speak to a collaboration. Okay, could speak to a collaboration. We have the Ace of Coins, Ace of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, all right. And anything turned over in the deck? Okay, we have the Four of Swords in the reverse. Anything? Okay, we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so this is what we have. Okay. Oh, and the Seven of Cups. Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups here. Again, option, right? Choices. Okay. Again, this could be a choice about the house you want to live in. Okay. This could be property that was stolen from you, collective investigators. If this is property that was stolen, okay, from someone, you may have a choice. Do I want to stay in that house? Do I want to sell it? Okay. Do I want to demolish it and build a new house? Okay. Options, choices. Okay. Again, if it's a financial inheritance that you are receiving, collective, please, before you do anything, before you go out and buy that big old expensive car, before you go out and buy a big old house, before you go out and do whatever you want to do, please, the necessary things in order to protect your money, the things that you do to protect money, put your money in a trust. Family trust, diamond trust, put your money in a trust. Take it out of your legal name so that the stalkers, when they go looking for your name, bank accounts, they do not see your name attached to your millions or your hundreds of thousands or whatever it is, okay? They cannot find it. Go put your information, your money in a trust and protect yourself, protect your bloodline, okay? To leave a financial legacy and heritage for your children's children's children, okay? on the on the Knight of Pentacles, okay? So this is coming in. This is coming in. Okay? Okay. So you're coming to stagnation, the nose is itching, that's a confirmation, okay? Again, regardless of what any tarot card in here generally represents, I pay attention to the energy and the cards that come out along with the energy, okay? So, okay. And again, sharing of information, this information coming in, a letter, a message, okay? Last night I was doing a live. For you, it was lunchtime, it was noontime. I was doing a live, and here in Da Nang, we're 12 hours ahead of Eastern Time, US, okay? And the person who lived, or I guess the person who was staying downstairs, they knocked on the door. They are a teacher from Connecticut. Okay. So, Connecticut, a teacher, professor, okay? Yeah, I had a feeling I was talking a little loud. They came up to let me know that. All right. So, all right. Sharing of information, we have King of Pentacles. Okay. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. All right. So this is, it's real clear, collective. It's real clear. Someone in this position, male or female, okay, wealthy individual, philanthropy energy, okay, coming in with an offer, you getting this information, they're sharing with you. You could get this information via a phone call, via an email, okay? And this is going to bring about some options, okay? When they make investment to you, okay? Or when you accept new opportunity, career, whatever, relocation, whatever this happens to be for you. All right. The Scorpion or lesbian could be attempting to steal your Ace of Pentacles. Okay. The Scorpion, closet lesbian, could be the individual who is trying to steal your Ace of Pentacles. All right. Let's go ahead and get some karmic tarot out here. All right, on the bottom of the karmic. Oh, take a look. Take a look. Thank you so much for the likes, everyone. All right, take a look. On the bottom of, I said a scorpionic energy, okay? Trying to steal your money. You see money chaser, okay? We're looking at Lucille on top of the stack, and the pastor is touching the children. Okay, the pastor is touching the children. Okay? Again, I remind religious ass people are often molesters, okay? Sexually and otherwise. Again, James Cleveland, Reverend James Cleveland. Again, that's not a spiritual title, okay? Divine gave authority to apostles, to pastors, to evangelistic anointings, to teachers, master teachers, okay? Not to reverends, okay? So this individual was chasing after your money, trying to gank you. I haven't heard that in a long time. Trying to gank you for your money. When was the last time you heard someone say gank you? Trying to gank you for your money. All right. So karmic and divine source. Who are the karmics? Who are the karmics? Their energy. Who that is? Fish. Okay. Witches, warlocks, secret societies. It runs deep. Runs deep. Okay. It runs deep. Far more than what is being led on in public or released into public. As far as the news and all of that is concerned, a lot more than that. A lot more than that. Okay. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, we have anxiety, we have a disease, we have conflict. Okay, so someone's sick, ill, okay? Someone could be going from vegan or from meat, all right? to vegetables. Okay, it's good to have a balance. Okay, you don't need to eat red every day. Okay, I don't eat red every day. In fact, it's rare. Intended. It's rare that I eat red meat. Okay, not because I don't want to, but just I don't know, just because. Okay, I like. Okay, I like a steak. It's been a long time since I've had a steak. Okay, but okay, someone in conflict about themselves is what this points to. About themselves. What do? Do I come forward with the truth? Do I reach out to the police? Do I talk to the investigator? Do I tell them the truth? Okay. You are being asked to remain calm at this time. Okay. Because your ancestors and the investigators, the upright ones, they got your back. Remain calm because your ancestors and the upright investigators, they have your best interest at heart, collective. Okay. And again, thank you so much, investigators, for being a high vibrational truth spirit. Anxiety. Someone could be a nail biter. I do trim my nails and take care of myself, but okay. By the way, men, be sure to do that. Take care of yourself. Okay. Somebody, they can call you whatever they want to. Okay. A metrosexual. Okay. They can call you a metrosexual. They can call you whatever you want to, whatever they want to. But when you live 50 years longer than they do on this earth, okay, enjoying the fruits of your labor 50 years beyond them. Yeah. So take care of yourself, men, especially the men. Women generally do a much better job of this than the men. Men, take care of yourselves. Okay. Disease. Okay. This could be anything. Okay. It's definitely common for whatever their lifestyle has been. Okay. All technology, again, this speaks to someone using trying to use old ancient whatevers to come against you. So they're using Ouija boards and again, voodoo dolls and all that kind of thing. Okay, but it's not working anymore. Okay, because it doesn't work when you ascend. It doesn't work when you're living your authentic self and you're following the guidance of divine source and your ancestors. Their tricks do not work. Okay, they don't work. So if you get tired of the enemy, okay, coming against you, fucking with your life, fucking with your children, fucking with your marriage, when you get tired of that, ascend. Okay, and your ancestors will show you how to rid them of your, or rid you, how do I want to say that? We'll show you how to get rid of them. I don't know why I'm having a difficult time saying that. There you go. And so it could be an energy. Okay? How many times has man been to the moon? Lie about that. How many times has man been to Mars? They lie about that. Okay? They don't display every time they go into space. They don't display every time they go into space travel. They don't display that. Okay? Also, you can't tell who's in here. Who is that? Buzz Lightyear or Neil Armstrong? Who is that? Is that Buzz Lightyear or Neil Armstrong? Which one? You don't know because they're covered in a karmic suit. Okay? That is the skin suit. Okay? So you think your mother is nice to you. You think your father is your friend. You think your bestie is your friend. But often, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Often, it's your closest friend. It's your closest family member. It's the ones you gave the most unconditional love to are the ones who stab you in the back, put you in the Ten of Swords energy. Most often, it is the ones close to you. Okay? A comfort pet. Okay? You may need one. Okay? PTSD is a real thing, not just from military experience. PTSD in life and from spiritual attacks is a real thing. Okay? I cannot tell you. You know something? So I'm going to share something personal with you all, as I typically do, because generally speaking, my life is an open book. Okay, that's why I'm open to the Q&A this weekend. Again, if you want that, you have to go to that post in the community tab and like that post in order for me to see that it was worth my time in order to do that. But PTSD, I remember when I was going through my dark night of and my ego death, I cursed, just like Job, okay? I cursed the day I was born. And I wrote it in my journal, I cursed the day I was born. I did. I'm gonna show you something. And again, complete transparency, collective, okay? Complete transparency, because my life is to be a demonstration. So I'm gonna show you that it hasn't always been roses. It has not always been fun and joyful as it is today. I'm gonna show you something. And again, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in, okay? And again, I cursed the day that I was born. I did, okay? And I eventually asked Divine for forgiveness, but I did because I was sick. I was like, and not physically, but I was like, fuck this. If this is what this is, oh, hell no, okay? But as Yeshua said, not my will, but your will be done. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be going through this. I know I signed a contract before I came here in the 3D, but I don't want to do this. Okay? So look at this. Okay? Look at this. Okay? This is my expression on paper of me cursing the day I was born. Okay, that's the 333rd day of the year. You see I have 333 down there? I was in Arizona when I did this. I had already given everything away I'd owned. Okay, the only thing I had was military pension disability coming in, and that's all I still have today. Okay, but I went through this dark time and I cursed the day I was born. Okay? It's easy. It's not easy. Okay? So, a pothole. All right. So, someone was trying to put potholes in your life. They were creating potholes in your life. Okay. Potholes mean you have to slow down, means you have to swerve, means you have to escape and evade, like a boxer. You got to, bob and weave, okay? So let's go ahead and take this energy, okay? And we're going to go ahead and place it in the stack and see what else Divine reveals to us. Investigators, get your notebooks perhaps, okay? Take a look at your cases, get your cases, lay them out in front of you. Take notes. Again, you should be meditating, investigators, on your cases before you head out for the day. You should be meditating on your cases before you head out for the day. And on top of that, currently, Lucy and Pastor touching the children inappropriately. Reverend James Cleveland was a homosexual and died of AIDS. Speaking of illness, he was a homosexual and died of AIDS. Yeah, hello, Diddy. Yeah. And I hope you're not calling me Diddy. Okay? Again, let me know where you're tuning in from. I like to know where everyone's tuning in from, okay? I appreciate your time. I know it is valuable, okay? I appreciate your time and I know it's valuable, okay? This day, this time is unique and unlike any other, just like yesterday, just like tomorrow. It is unique, unlike any other, okay? Also, my dream state was extremely active. My dream state last night was extremely active, okay? Speaking of dreams, I saw a bunch of women, okay, in one room, okay, and they were laying down. Some of them were laying on the floor, some of them were laying on the bed. There was one individual, and I know of them. Their father is from Trinidad and Tobago, and their mother is from Philadelphia, or from Pennsylvania, not Philadelphia, but Pennsylvania, okay? And this individual, again, I already wrote it in my journal, okay, the dream. This individual was in the closet, laying in the closet. So they're in the closet, okay? You know what that means, in the closet, okay? And they were in the closet, and I was going in the closet to get a jacket or something, and I saw them in the closet, laying in the closet, okay, on their stomach, but they were naked, okay? And that doesn't mean anything sexual, okay? When you have a dream, listen to me, collective, listen to me, investigators, to help you interpret your dreams correctly, okay? So you don't wake up thinking, I don't have any sexual intentions towards, that's not what this means, okay? So if you have a dream about you in your underwear, or you being naked, or someone else being naked, that means that there is something being exposed. Or if it's you, that means that you are authentic, okay? There's nothing hidden about you. That's what that means if you have a dream with that with that picture in it, okay? This individual, this female, was laying in this closet. She was awake and breathing and all that. She was laying in this closet, and I'm looking to put, I don't know if I'm looking to get something out of a jacket or in a jacket. I think it was something in a jacket. And I looked down at her, and on her back, again, she was naked. And on her back, on her ass crack, okay, her ass crack. Have you ever seen the ground when it is a drought, okay, and how it's all dried and crackly and chafed, okay? Her ass crack, I'm not lying, her ass crack looked like that. Hey, thank you so much, Divine Empress. I appreciate you. Shout out to you, Divine Empress, okay? Her ass crack was dried and all nasty, like dead skin cell. It was nasty from the top of her ass crack all the way down. Okay, that individual name is Amaris, Amaris, Amaris. Again, she was in the closet. That was one of the dreams. I had 4 dreams last night, like 4 of them. Okay, or this morning. All right, crazy, nasty ass. She and her family is or was a part of the Rock of Central Florida. Nasty crack ass. Okay, so somebody's ass stank. Literally, their ass stank. Okay. Divine source reveals the truth. Divine source reveals the truth. Okay. Okay. So a child molester entity out here, investigators. Okay. PTSD is real. Okay. So emotional PTSD will put you in a heavily guarded energy. Okay. And again, that would be something that we would have to heal, collective investigators. That's something that we would have to heal, a hidden death. Okay. So when you find out about this hidden death, it might cause PTSD. Confirmation burp. And a horn honk. Okay. And so I had to heal myself after I cursed my bloodline and told Divine, fuck this. Okay. And we had those conversations. I'm married to Divine Source. No, get me the fuck. I did not sign up for this. And then I realized I did. I reminded myself, yes, you did. You signed up for it. Okay. So that PTSD energy, be paranoid. Okay? And it is about a spirit of not trusting anyone. Again, you can't live this journey and not need anyone. That's just not the way it's set up. If that were the case, we'd all be created individually. We'd spend a time here and then we'd leave. Another person would be created. They'd spend time here and they would leave. But that's not the way Divine Source has done it, because that's not the purpose. Okay. It's for collective healing. Okay. It's for collective healing, horn honks. It's for collective healing. So potholes, okay? Obstacles in your way, okay? I woke up this morning with a very love song kind of energy, with all those dreams even, a very love song, new love kind of energy, stylistics. You make me feel brand new, okay? Barbara Lewis, baby, I'm yours. Okay, until the sun no longer shines, until 2 + 2 is 3, baby, I'm yours. Until the stars are yours. Okay? Natural age is nothing but a number and synchronicity. Okay? So I'm speaking about love right now. So this individual could be a little concerned about the age difference. 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Again, I dated someone 20 something years ago, 20 years ago, who's 20 years older than I am. And her birthday, we're both Sagittarians, okay? And we had great camaraderie in that when she would take out time for me. That is my love language. One of them is time. If you don't have time for me, we can't have love. You can't show up, get a quickie, and then leave out of my energy without spending time with me. Quality time, that just doesn't work, okay? Physical intimacy is important. It's not the most important. It's like 3. It's number 3, okay? Someone could be concerned about their age, your age difference, theirs. That is so extremely irrelevant for me. Okay, looking at 11.3 on the up here, 11 in the room and 3 likes. Thank you so much. Shout out to my granddaddy, 11.3. Shout out to my granddaddy. Okay. And that's my granddaddy this lifetime. Okay. So whoever you are, okay, age is nothing but a number. Okay. Age is nothing but a number and synchronicity. Okay. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay. You are a generational curse breaker, or you're meant to be, or you're meant to be. You ascend and start living your authentic life and being your authentic self. 2023 was the year of authenticity. I didn't mean to rhyme, but 2023 was the year of authenticity. You are a generational curse breaker. So break the curses, break the spells, break the locks that have been placed on your life and your journey. Break the locks, collective investigators. Break the locks on the karmic programs that the DEA, FBI, Secret Service, Vatican, Catholic Church, religion. Break the curses. Break the curses that those things have on you and your bloodline. Okay? Break those strongholds. The shackles off my feet so I can dance. I just wanna praise you. I just wanna praise you. You broke those things. No, I can lift my hands. Someone's name could be Mary. Okay. This says current administration. So current administration, presidential administration. Okay. The Trump administration. Current administration. This could be your local current administration, mayors, governors, okay, congressmen, congresswomen, okay. A current administration is in the energy. Again, FBI, current administration. I-55 investigators, okay, someone whose name starts with an I, first, middle, last, could be born in 55. They could be 55, okay, in this energy, or Interstate 55 in the United States, Interstate 55, okay? To understand the way the interstate, when Dwight D. Eisenhower implemented this system, D. Eisenhower. D. Eisenhower is nothing. That D doesn't stand for anything. It's just there, okay? When they set that system up, they set it up so that the odd number interstates, okay, run north and south, okay, in the U.S. Odd number interstates run north and south. I-95, north and south. Even number interstates run east and west. Even number interstates run east and west. That's the interstate system set up by Dwight D. Eisenhower. I-55. Okay. Someone's a fallen angel. Okay. Someone's a fallen angel. Okay. You may find this information out, or whatever this is that comes, news is going to be shared with you. Okay. Look at that girl's face. I don't know how clear that comes through, but she's happy, content. Again, you being content with where you are, on your spiritual journey, if you're doing the work, okay, you can be content in hell. Daniel was content in the lion's den. Joseph was content when he was put in prison and then brought out to interpret the dreams of Pharaoh. Joseph was content. He didn't panic. Daniel didn't panic. They were content. Okay. Even in the midst of chaos. Okay. And a fallen angel. Okay. To be a part, again, a reminder, soulmate can be anyone. Okay. It's just someone who you have a high vibrational connection with at some point in time. It could be a parent. It could be a sibling. It could be a coworker. Okay. It could be your bestie. Okay. A fallen soulmate, fallen angel energy. Okay. Someone's pale skin. Okay. So a dentist. The dentist could be the pale skinned individual. The dentist could be the fallen angel. The pale skinned individual could be the fallen angel. Okay. Investigators, take a look. Coast Guard, someone, Border Patrol, someone's illegally importing goods. That's no surprise. Sometimes the government allows it. Okay. There's a reason why there are more liquor stores in low poverty or impoverished areas, communities. There's a reason why there are more liquor stores in impoverished areas. Part of the matrix, part of the darkness. If they keep you liquored up, they know you're gonna act a fool. They know you're gonna buys. They know you're gonna go out there and do crazy ass shit. That's part of the program. They know it. Okay. On the other side of illegally importing goods, okay, so someone's making their money this way, collective, or investigators, I should say, okay? Someone's getting paid this way and legally importing something. This could be humans, okay? This could be humans, okay? On the other side of this Ace of Pentacles, it says, don't be afraid of the promise, embrace it. Listen to me. Don't be afraid of the promise, embrace it. Okay. The names Huggins and Hewley. Huggins and Hewley, speaking of D, like Dwight D. Eisenhower, D.H. Hewley, okay, comedian, okay? There we go. Okay. Let's look up D.L. Hewley's information. Let's look up his information, okay? And again, for those of you who do not know, we look up celebrity information for synchronicities. Obviously, D.L. Hewley is not the only one born on the day that he was born this lifetime. So this may resonate for you. Pay attention. Same thing for you investigators and your cases. It's for synchronicity. Okay? So let's take a look at that comedian and actor. Okay? Could be something about him and his energy. Okay? Interesting that his middle name is Lan. Okay? Very interesting that his middle name is Lynn, L-Y-N-N. Very interesting. Okay? Very, very interesting. Do you have friends, collective, who have passed, who are angels helping you? Friends, not family. You have friends. Friends that have passed on who are no longer physically here, and they are helping you, okay, from the esoteric, okay? You have friends in high places. Not low places like Garth Brooks says, okay? You have enemies in low places, okay? Okay? You see this here? This is Carrie Lynn Fong, okay? Daryl Lynn Hewley. Both of them have the same middle name, okay? This was my prom queen, prom date, okay, in 1993. We were not dating. We were not intimately involved. We were close friends and working at the theater together. At that point, couple of years as teenagers. I asked her if she would go to prom with me. I wasn't dating anyone. Okay. And she said yes. Okay. That prom out at Disney World. Okay. And the theme was a whole new world. The theme was Aladdin. Aladdin was big back then, a whole new world. Okay. I was one of the individuals who carried her physical body to its final resting place in 2017. She was 43 when she passed. 43. You could be a life path 4. You could be a life path 3. Okay. Her father is Asian this lifetime around, and her mother was Caucasian American. Her mother has since passed. I believe her mother passed in 2021, I believe. Her father's name is Richard. Her mother's name, oh shit. Oh man, I'm drawing a blank on her name. But anyway, D.L. Hewley, okay? Born 3/6/63. So check out D.L. Hewley's synchronicity this lifetime around. Check it out. 3/6/63. 3/6/63. I wonder if he knows that. I wonder if he sees that. Okay? We're looking at 133 up here, 13 in, 3 likes. Okay? 13 people in, 3 likes. Okay? Daryl Lynn Hewley, born 3/6/63, currently 62 years old, from Portsmouth, Virginia. Okay? He's married to LaDonna. LaDonna. Don comes out here all the time, and so does La names. La Keisha, La Nisha. Okay? La Roach. Okay? LaDonna Hewley, married 1986. 1986. What was he like? 18? 1980. Okay? 4 children. 4 children. Comedian and actor, D.L. Hewley. Okay? I hope he's paying attention to the synchronicities of his journey. Okay? All right? Next, okay? We have a Taurus, okay? So there's a Taurus up here, okay? This Taurus could be upright, or this Taurus could be a dark energy. Celebrity Taurus that I know, I say no, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I am aware of them. Vanessa Bryant. Okay. That's the only one that comes to mind. Kobe Bryant's. Okay. She was born on 5/5. She was born on Cinco de Mayo. Also, their daughter, Gianna, who ascended at that helicopter crash with Kobe in Calabasas, California. Okay. She's also a Taurus, born 5/1. Okay. So a mother-daughter could be a Taurus, a mother and a daughter for your investigation, or for you collective. Both could be a Taurus. And that's talking about the sun sign. Okay. Their sun sign. All right. That Taurus was on one side of this Ace of or Knight of Pentacles and Central America. Okay. So let's take a look at some countries in Central America for synchronicity. I could name some. Okay. Let's take a look. All right. Again, all this is for your case investigators. Okay. That this channel was created. Okay. All right. Central American countries. Okay. So we are talking about, okay, someone who is from Belize, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Panama. Not Panama City like Florida. Okay, Panama. Again, Belize, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Panama. Okay, I know someone whose name is, we called Rico. Okay, again, Carrie dated that particular individual whose name is Rico. We call him Rico, but his name is Wilmer Jackerson. Okay, that's his legal name. Wilmer Jefferson is from Honduras. Okay, So someone could be from Honduras, okay, who's on their way to you, or any of those other countries, Latina background, Spanish, Espanol, okay, background, okay, with this Ace of Pentacles, okay, we have the name Tisha, okay, Tisha, okay, investigators, looking at Lawrence, Larry, Lori, Lowry, spelled any kind of way. Look at the names, collective. Any of these resonate for you? Okay. Any of these resonate for your journey? All right. Somebody's going to be looking at you and wondering how you got back. Okay. LL Cool J, Mama said knock you out. It starts, call it a comeback. I've been here for years. Okay. Oh, you've been here many times before, like me. Don't call it a comeback. Okay. On the other side of Lawrence, Larry, and Lori, all right, we have a deceptive energy. Okay. Lori, that name stands out to me in this energy. Okay. Deception, Decepticon, Rubicon, Megatron. Okay. On the other side of deception, we have a cruise ship death or drowning, investigators and collective. A cruise ship death or drowning. This could be something that you are currently investigating. Okay. Or something that you will, investigators. When you do, you might want to return to the reading. Okay. Pay attention to the name things that have come here. The zodiac signs, a cruise ship death, drowning. Someone was planning, but you didn't go on a trip, collective. Someone could have been trying to do that to you, but you didn't go on the trip. It was unsuccessful and you still went on the trip. Okay. We have a Master Builder 11 out here. Okay. We have a Master Builder 11 out here. Okay. This is a Master Creator. This Master Builder 11. All right. Shout out to you, Master Builders. All of you, 22, 11, and 33. Shout out to you. Okay. Someone in this energy lets animals lick them. Someone in this energy lets animals lick them. That could be a fallen angel. That could be Tisha. That could be Larry. That could be Lori. That could be the dentist. That could be the pale skin molester. That could be someone who's located I-55. Someone could travel I-55 for work every day. Okay. Okay. On the other side of this Four of Swords energy, we have third world country natural disasters. Okay. So I think we have Haiti out here. Also, any of those other countries, El Salvador, Belize, Costa Rica, Panama. Okay. Any of those places could be considered third world because of their GDP or what have you. Okay. And natural disaster. This could be a tsunami. This could be a mudslide. This could be an avalanche. This could be a volcano eruption. Some type of natural disaster. We'll hear about it in the news. Okay, we will. Okay, if it hasn't already happened recently. We have a water sign out here. Okay, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Okay, someone's now clamoring for your attention. Okay. Stalking you, using fake pages to listen to you. Welcome in, Karmics, and thank you so much for helping my YouTube channel grow through the algorithm. Okay? Money. Okay? This is what they were after, and this is what you're about to receive. What belongs to you. Okay? Your money. Okay? Smiling in your face all the time. They want to take your place. The backstabbers. Backstabbers. Okay. Somebody smiling in your face. They really want to take your place. They're backstabber. They're dealing with anxiety. Again, PTSD is a real thing, even on the emotional side. Love, betrayal, PTSD is. very real thing. Anxiety. We're looking at Bloom, Blake, and Blonde. Okay, so someone's blonde in this energy, whether they dyed their hair or natural. Okay, Bloom, the Bloomberg Group, the Bloomberg Report. Blake Shelton. We've looked up Blake Shelton's information before. Okay. Blake could be the one dealing with the anxiety. Bloom could be the one dealing with the anxiety. You are about to bloom when you get your Ace of Pentacles. When you get this Knight of Pentacles, you will bloom. Okay? And blonde. Again, you could be blonde. Okay? We will count. Will County. We have the Empress. We have the Empress. Woo, confirmation, Bert. So, take a look. Okay? Someone, again, this could be a male. It could be an emperor. Okay? Someone who sees what you're doing, likes your like, I said likes your light, L-I-G-H-T, okay? They want to make an investment into you, collective, okay? And this speaks to the Seven of Cups and having options. So what you're going to do when you get the, okay, when you get this offer, and you will have to determine, accept this business opportunity, consulting, employment, this could be a client, okay? Also, as a reminder, esoteric conversations are now available. You can speak with me privately, okay? Also, if you're concerned about confidentiality, especially because we have so much celebrity energy out here all of the time, and I know celebrities watch. Thank you so much, celebrities, okay? And being on your high vibrational journey. So celebrities, let's talk about confidentiality for a moment. I was a tax accountant for 13 years, or at least in that industry for 13 years, had my own practice for several years, okay? And in that, confidentiality was of the utmost importance to me. This is why I never had employees. I never had employees. I would hire consultant tax preparers and filers who had an active IRS license. You need an IRS license, confirmation horn off. You need an IRS license to be compensated when you do tax returns. So if you use someone who is preparing your taxes, your tax returns, and they do not have an IRS active P10 number, that is a preparer's tax identification number, you should not be allowing them to prepare your taxes. Because if they get audited, the IRS will bust their ass and bust you because you paid someone who was not authorized to file taxes on your behalf. Confidentiality was of the utmost importance. And I did not trust anyone else more than I trusted myself with social security numbers, banking accounts, children's social security numbers, okay? People trusted me with credit cards, all kind of shit companies would give me. Okay? I never once compromised my integrity with those companies and my clients. Never, and never would. Confidentiality is the utmost importance. Okay? So if that's something you're concerned about, rest assured. Okay? Next, we have an enigma and a fire sign. Okay? So we have water sign out here, Taurus out here, and fire sign. Okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay? We also, and that's a double confirmation on the water sign because we rolled Pisces. Okay, with the dice. Okay, so fire sign present. Okay. On the other side of fire sign, we have calm. Okay. Temperance energy is what I'm getting here. Again, that's Sagittarian energy, but temperance energy, fire sign energy. Okay. Stay calm. Your ancestors are on it. Stay calm. Your ancestors are on it. They got it all under control. Okay, they got it all under control. Someone's name could be Linda in your energy collective. Linda. investigators. Janikowski, Janet and Jansen. It could be Janice. It could be Janice. Okay. Okay. Looking at the name Daniel. The name Theodore. Okay. Someone could go by Theodore. We talk about Theodore Huxtable. We talk about Malcolm Jamal Warner, all of the, we got Malcolm out here. Whoa, wait a minute, wait a minute. We have Malcolm out here. Is there something out about Malcolm Jamal's death? Is it going to be out about Malcolm Jamal Warner's death? Again, there is a lie or something hidden about his, okay? There is something hidden about his death, okay? Yeah, we have the name Malcolm out here along with Clayton, Thompson, and Brantley. That was one of the first cards that came out. So, Malcolm Jamal Warner's family bloodline, okay? On the other side of Theodore, we have a disease. So someone could have poisoned him before he got in the water, put something in his cocktail, okay? Someone could have put something in the drink that he drank or the food that he consumed before he got into the water, lost consciousness and drowned. Okay? A disease. Or there's another Theo or Theodore out here who's going to die of an illness. They could be young. Okay? This could be a child. Okay? Someone was lying to promote. This could be a secret society collect investigators. Okay? So lying in order to get a rank up in the Skull and Bone, rank up in Eastern Stars, rank up in the Vatican, rank up in the FBI, rank up in the CIA, rank up at the IRS. Someone could be working with an IRS agent undercover, just like they work with YouTube employees to block and shadow ban content here on YouTube. Someone did something for a promotion or a rank. This could be on your job. This could be a coworker, collective investigators. This could be a coworker. Okay? Looking at the name Derek, okay, there's buried evidence somewhere, investigators, okay, on the victim's property or on the perpetrator's property, okay, be in the tree line next to the house, the woods next to their house. This could be near a body of water. Buried evidence, okay. On other buried evidence, okay, we have old technologies and for a new day. So someone's using, again, old karmic witchcraft types of ways, okay? But you are new and improved. So their old ways do not work on you. Their old ways, investigators, you are now waking up to the truth that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against the principalities and evilness, the darkness here. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. Okay? So, buried evidence somewhere. This buried evidence could be in a car. This could be submerged in water, in a pond, in a lake, in a river. Okay? Buried evidence. This could be a body in a trunk, body in a car. Okay? All right. We have an Uber or Lyft driver, and the name James. Okay? Investigators, collective. An Uber or Lyft driver and the name James. Okay? The county Mecklenburg in the U.S., that is in North Carolina. Mecklenburg could be significant. An Uber or Lyft driver and named James. They could go by James. They can go by Jim. They can go by Jimmy. Okay? Okay. Also, if they're country, you know what I'm saying, country, they can go by Jim Lee. Jim Lee? What's going on, Jim Lee? All right, we're gonna get ready to close out here. We are at 1 minute, 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 55 seconds. Okay, So we have options going on right here. That is on one side of Sacramento, or the other side, okay, of this, from this Uber driver, Lyft driver, some other type of delivery service. It could be Amazon, okay? Sacramento. Someone could like the Sacramento Kings, the basketball team, okay? But these are speaking about options. Whoever's coming to you with these options, this Knight of Pentacles, this Empress energy, okay? Again, you or them, Emperor, Empress, okay? You have to be an Empress energy to receive an Emperor. You have to be an Emperor energy to receive an Empress. Divine does not give over his divine beings to low vibrational people for divine unions. He doesn't, okay? So, someone's coming in to relocate you, okay? Take it as it resonates. Again, that means what easily fits. If you know you are not in the place currently energetically where you are ready to receive your high vibrational divine union soulmate, okay? Because you are still here. Again, I was here, okay? If you are still here, you are not in position to receive your divine feminine or divine masculine into your life. You will end up ruining that relationship. And divine source would not do that. Divine source does not cast a pearl before swine. Your ancestors do not cast their pearl before swine. Okay, so you have to heal, get over the PTSD. That doesn't mean be careless. Let the past back in. Ignore any reader, truth speaker. They could be a truth speaker and they just speak lies in the moment because the devil is using them. Okay, don't allow somebody to convince you to let anybody from your past go. If divine said no once, divine saying no again to the past. If divine cut them out, don't let them back in. Okay? Don't let them back in. All right? Anything else, investigators, collective? Let's go ahead and pull some angel numbers. Again, if you are interested in that esoteric conversation with me, that's a private video conference conversation. Feel free to send me an email and we can schedule it based on your schedule, your availability. All right. We got the name Chad Carlton. Okay. Recently, Carlton, could be Carla. Okay. Carlton, singer of Bad Mama Jama and other hits, recently passed. Shout out to their bloodline, Carl Carlton. Okay. So whoever this individual coming into, you could be a Bad Mama Jama. Okay. Men, someone who's highly sought after in the 3D. Okay. Someone who has many options of men, women. Someone who has many options or have their pick of the litter of women, but they choose you because they see you, okay? And you have a telepathic, high vibrational connection with them already, okay? Angel numbers, what do we have? Again, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you for your likes, okay? I see that the comments are coming through. I'm not sure what that is. Shuffle one more time. Again, I hope you sleep well tonight. Okay, I hope you rest up. Okay. Any other angel numbers, divine source? Thank you so much for the energy and the wisdom to do these readings. I appreciate it. I thank you for the ingenuity to do what you have guided me to do. I speak against any shadow banning of this material, okay? And anyone who does it, I ask that you blind their eyes immediately. Divine source, Erevat, Ascended Masters, Sanhedrin Council, judge those who attempt to block this material or copy it. Blind them, not spiritually, but physically. Blind their eyes, blind their eye. Thank you so much, divine source. Again, thank you so much, Granddaddy. Thank you so much, Granddaddy. All right. So we have 1818, 1616, and 2002. Okay. 2002 is for the void. You have more control over your life than you realize. Learn and execute what interests you. Turn things around. It gets better with time. Again, time heals many wounds. Okay? But you have to take time to go inward. Isolation, hermit mode. You have to take time for yourself in order to heal. You do. That's necessary. Okay? Turn things around. It gets better with time. There are plenty of friends to make, so chill out, have fun, and open up. Go outside. Okay. All right? Willpower. I was going to say wild power. Or could be wild to some investigators, the IRS, President Trump, whoever. They could be looking at you like, that's some wild power right there. Wow, that's some wild power. Okay, so wow, significant events on the way, and they're in the cards for you. You will progress in your endeavors and gain new experiences. The right people and resources will be put the right people and resources will be put on your path. An excellent proposal, marriage or business contract, okay, marriage or business contract. It could be business that turns into marriage, okay, or change is coming. You're destined for greatness, okay. 1616 for readjustments. Your level of self-control is sufficient to make things right. On the horizon is the possibility of beginning a new romantic relationship or a platonic friendship, as well as a chance to begin life anew with a person from one's past. Again, to me, this speaks of past life unions, okay? They murdered you in the past life, and you did not get to fulfill your divine purpose with your divine union. They murdered them in the past life, and you all did not come together or did not get an opportunity to complete your divine union and purpose in that lifetime. So you're back in rooster crowing. So you're back again to fulfill it. Okay. Everything will fall into place. Okay. If you accept someone back from your past, this lifetime, from your life, lifetime collective investigators, your life will fall apart. Okay, your life will fall to pieces. Confirmation, rooster crow. If you accept someone back that divine source in your ancestors has removed, your life will fall apart, and you will end up in poverty, and you will end up stricken with disease, whatever this individual's carrying, that nasty ass crack dream, okay, that individual had with a literal stank ass, a stank ass. Someone could smell like perfume and ass at the same time. Perfume and ass, cologne and ass at the same time. Okay? Protect yourself. Thank you so much as always for tuning in. My name is Nehru. I am an extraterrestrial esoteric guide beacon. I am a direct descendant of Islam. That is the one who came life more abundantly, who was here for 33 years. I am a master builder, 33, born on the 11th month, the 29th date, and the 74th year. Okay, that is 11, 11, 11. Okay? Thank you so much, investigators, for all that you do collective. If you are interested in that live Q&A this weekend, please go to the community page and like it. I will not do it unless there are a certain amount of likes. I will not tell you what that is because I do not want anyone I do not want anyone superficially, yeah. Okay, so thank you so much as always for tuning in. Thank you so much, Angelique. Shout out to you, Divine Empress. Shout out to you, Dawn. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. And as always, be encouraged.